So this follow-up interview is with my new friend, Cynthia Bailey Hill from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So if you guys remember from the last interview, we spoke about her marriage, her relationship with Leon, her and her mother, all those kinds of things. This interview, we want to talk about her new partnership with SEAGRAMS, where she has the peach Bellini drink that she is promoting to me heavy right now. And I'm going to have to try that when the show is over. And we're talking about that. And then since it's June and it is Pride Month, I wanted to talk to her about her daughter Noelle coming out to her and how she handled that as a parent. I know that's a touchy subject for some kids and some parents. Kids wanting to have the conversation, parents receiving it. So I wanted to find out from Cynthia how she dealt with it and how Noelle is moving on with her life and living in her truth. And then we talk about the new Housewives Mashup, which she literally just finished recording. So there's stuff about that that you haven't heard anywhere else. You're going to catch it here with us at SUAVV. So as always, y'all kick back and relax. Welcome to SUAVV Session with my new friend, Cynthia Bailey Hill. So y'all know before we get started, we got to take care of the business. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you have your notifications on. Make sure that you are sharing the stories and sharing the interviews with your friends and your family and your network, letting them know what's out there. If you're enjoying it, give it a thumbs up. Let us know. Leave comments. Tell us what you think, who you want us to interview, how you feel about this interview. If there's feedback that you want to give, absolutely go for it. That's what this is about. This is more than just a magazine where you read and we don't listen. We want to listen to what you want to read so we can make sure we provide you with the content that you're looking for. So check out our website, www.suavv.com. Hit the mobile app, which the links are always on the magazine website. That way you can be notified of new issues of the magazine that drops as they drop. So let's get to it. All right, so just getting started, your season for Housewives ended.
Yes.
With that season ending and like all the drama around the bachelorette party.
Yes.
So all the drama around that. Last time we spoke, you said Mike's reaction was just like, you told him about it, but he didn't know it was going to be that.
Yeah.
So,
telling him one thing, seeing it hit a little
different. very, very different.
But we're good now. We just celebrated 8 months of marriage. And one little name never comes up in our house at this point. We're good. We're good.
We don't speak of that name. So how's marriage right now?
It's good. You know what's good? We just, again, celebrated 8 months, and it's so crazy that it's almost about to be 10-10-21 at this point. And last year this time, I was in wedding planning mode. This is not my first rodeo. I really want this marriage to work. So, a lot of people don't realize step one is getting married. Step two is staying married. You got
the staying married part's hard.
Yeah, you got to put in the work. Marriage is good. I really, I got lucky. I really got lucky. Not only did I get married, I got a best friend. Mike and I are truly, truly compatible. And I think that's just as important as, being able to communicate with your partner. You gotta like some of the same stuff. You gotta have some stuff in common. If I like traveling and you're afraid to fly,
this ain't gonna work out too well. This ain't gonna work too well because I'm leaving you. So, and speaking of traveling, did you guys settle on Atlanta? Because I think I saw on Mike's page he's moving here.
Yes, well, BNC, the Black News Channel, made that decision for us because Mike just started working there a few months ago, and the headquarters is in Atlanta. So he's going to be there for a few years, and we're really excited. And he has to move to Atlanta to have that. As long as he got that job, he got to be in Atlanta. So that kind of solved the problem for us where we're going to be.
No, absolutely. Now, is it challenging now that Noelle is in LA and now you're leaving her out there, or is she good because her dad's out there?
Yeah, you know what? Leon actually is in New York most of the time. Home for him is in New York, but he goes back and forth just like we go back and forth. And we still have a house in LA as well, so it's still going to be a lot of traveling back and forth because right now the BNC headquarters has not they're not open yet because of COVID. So that might happen probably toward the end of the year. So Mike said, well, we have identical studios at Lake Bailey on the Hill and the house in LA as well. So we can still go back and forth and move around. So it hasn't been bad. But as far as Noelle is 21. Noelle is out in LA living her best life. We can barely get her behind to come home. She's like, when are you coming home? She's like, I'm at home. She's doing incredibly well as an influencer. She's also, starting her acting career. Her dad's an actor. We've always, I've always kind of wanted her to kind of go into the acting thing. She's a little, she's a shorty. She's like 5'3". So I knew the modeling thing probably, she'd be a little limited with that. But she figured it out. Yeah. And she is flourishing.
And it was interesting because we know like female models typically are like 5'8" and up. Mm-hmm. And she like jumped in, which honestly, personally, I didn't expect because Noelle was very subtle and like quiet and meek during the show. And then it's like this woman pops out and like, who is this?
Oh, yeah. Noelle got a lot to say. And she doesn't pick the words. Trust and believe. She does not at all. She's grown a lot. And I think, as a child of two people that are, I don't like to say celebrities, but people that are on TV, a lot of times, I think she kind of wanted her own identity. Sometimes, her identity can be lost with being Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives Daughter, Leon from Temptation's daughter. You know what I mean? Yeah. Noelle is wants to be Noelle. She wants to be known for what she's doing and who she is. And she's finding herself and she's, figuring all that out. And I think that's beautiful because at the end of the day, we love Noelle, but, she has to live her own life. I can do everything that she wants me to do for her, but I can't live her life for her. And I'm very proud that she took the time to find her way. And she's doing extremely, extremely well. Keep her in prayer, please.
Absolutely, because she is still 21. So when she came out recently,
yes.
She came out to the public recently. Mm-hmm. When she came to you, was it a challenging conversation for you? Because again, you're in the modeling industry. It's like there's gay people and lesbian, bisexual in this industry completely. Mm-hmm. Was that a challenging conversation for you? Was it just a shock?
It was more of a shock than challenging. I'm very close to Noelle. She's my only daughter. So I kind of felt like I would have known, but I didn't know because here's the tea, honey. Noelle has been having these feelings, apparently. She just told me when she was okay? So all them little sleepovers and stuff you was having in high school, apparently, this stuff been going on for a while. These feelings have been happening for a while. She didn't come clean with me until college. And then at that point, I was like, look, if this is, your truth, then I want you to have your own narrative because, we live in the era of shade room and folks, filming people. And she's, if she's out here, living her best life, then I would I thought it was smart, as a reality star to just go ahead and just put it on out there because what happens is as reality star people, when we don't talk about something on the show, y'all think we hiding it from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all think it's like we hide some big dark secret. It's no secret. Noelle is fluid. She is proud to be fluid. It is who she is. And we support her 1000%. And I was proud of her for doing that. And it ended up being really, inspirational for a lot of parents because apparently fluid is like a thing now. Like everybody's fluid. Like somebody, if you got more than one kid, one of them probably is fluid. Okay? I had never even heard of fluid before.
It was new to me.
So
that was a new term for me.
Yeah, it's one of the things I'm proudest of her just sharing that real truth on the show because you don't know how many other kids felt more comfortable telling their parents because of the way I handled it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's something, it's something to be said about you as a parent to deal with it the way that you did. And just like the embrace of it. It was, because again, there's so many parents, we're seeing it like between social media, like in the news, even Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle dealing with Zaya.
Oh,
it's you're seeing like all these different dynamics of how people handle it. And I can imagine how much easier it comes to a kid when they say, okay, well, she did this greatly. Let me take this approach.
Yes.
So,
you know, especially for their age, they need to see examples of other people like them on television having those conversations. And, you know, kudos and shout out to Bravo for, you know, wanting, you know, allowing us, giving us that moment, that platform to even share that. So, I, you know, when I look back, you know, I've been on the show for 11 years. I think about all the different things on this show that I've done that I'm most proud of. And that 100% is one of them. And a lot of times people ask me, what is my biggest regret on the show? And I only have one, as much drama as I've been calling. And my one biggest regret is filming Noelle go to college. And that is my biggest regret because we completely messed up her college experience for her. You know, I thought I was doing something good. I was like, oh, you know, we're going to show this black child, you know, get ready to go to college. You know,
as a proud mama.
And filmed that before. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we're going to show it all the way as soon as we get there, you know, the whole weekend, you know. So, but what I didn't realize, you know, this was in real time. This was really her college orientation. And I imagine we turn up and we got a 15-person camera crew. You know, you got, you know, everybody's looking, you know, it's like, what's going on? Oh my God, that's Real Housewives, whatever. So what ended up happening is, by me trying to do something good, it kind of backfired on me, because what happened was we kind of messed it up for her, because she ended up, you know, after we got done filming, we left and she had to stay there and be in college. And now we done blew up her spot. You know, people that didn't know who she was, because everybody don't know who Noelle is. You know what I'm saying? But we, you know, we're over here, I'm running around, Leon's there, I'm there, you know, it's like, you know, we done brought all kind of attention to the girl. And now we leave her there, and now she's getting all this unwanted kind of attention, like people kind of befriending her, not for her, because of the show. I mean, you even got like, you know, you had kids whose parents are fans of mine, who was like, oh, you know, over them be friends with Noelle. I love Cynthia on Housewives. And they're not really looking for Noelle like that. So it just ended up being a very confusing time for her. And it kind of sucked for her. So
it sucks. But it teaches you a life lesson very early that I'm sure a lot of people who are 30s, 40s wishes they would have learned at 18, 19. You just got to be careful who you let around you.
Yeah,
and it's especially college. Like it's
they were like vultures coming for her.
Especially college.
Yeah, and she didn't get to just, you know, she could have just went on her own. You know, we pulled up in a little U-Haul thing like everybody else. You know, slid on in there with no cameras. Looking back, again, that's my only one regret. But again, it's all about intentions. I thought I was doing something good.
Because you think it's a great thing to kind of document and share with the world. Like, she's doing her thing.
But you know, I forgot this is her real life. You know, this is her experience. This is her journey, and you know, that wasn't mine to take from her. And I didn't realize that it would backfire, but it did. And you know, now she ain't there. She's in LA, so
and she's happy. So.
Exactly.
Nice. All right. So you once again have found a partnership that has blossomed and turns into amazing things. It's like everything you touch works well. How did you come into a partnership with SEAGRAMS? Oh,
best day, one of the best days of my life, honestly. They basically called my agent and said they were interested in working with me, and I didn't know, you know, I thought they wanted me just to post something for social media, whatever. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I was excited to work with them once we sat down and met, because what I didn't realize is, you know, a lot of women don't know anything about the alcohol industry. You know, I have a wine cellar, so I'm learning a lot about that industry, and it's not really a female-dominated industry. You know what I'm saying? when you think of, those, SEAGRAMS and all that stuff, you think of men running those places. But it's, SEAGRAMS is very female focused, very big into women empowerment. I'm big into women empowerment. So it just kind of was like a natural fit. And I love, I'm a creative. It wasn't like, hey, we're just gonna do this, give you this drink and you can put your name on it, whatever. No, it was like I literally flew to Chicago and helped formulate the drink. Okay, a little more peach, a little less peach, too sweet, more combination. Like I was like a scientist in there, child. I was all up in there. I even had a little lab coat on. Okay.
Said a little more peach, just a little bit.
And it's delicious, and now it's one of their top sellers. So
Wow.
I was able to. When I took the factory in Rochester, I think it is, New York, and I met all the workers and see how everything's bottled and everything, and we took pictures. I'm very hands-on and involved in all of my businesses. And what I've been able to do, like I do in, anywhere I go, any business that I do, I was able to turn that business into, more opportunities. I started off with one signature drink, the Peach Bellini, which is still one of my favorites. You have to try the Peach Bellini Sparkler, which is basically Peach Bellini and vodka. How much ever vodka you need over some ice, okay? The splash, it depends on how much you need to decompress, child. But it's definitely one of my go-tos. But now I'm actually the brand ambassador for the entire SEAGRAMS Escapes line. And that's amazing. And now that everything is opening back up, we plan on going back on the road, for our empowerment tours, which was phenomenal before COVID. We were really having a good time, just, meeting women and just talking about women and, the inspiration and the motivation that comes with just when a group of women sit down and talk about life, family, business. Is amazing. And I miss that. We do the virtual tours, but it's not the same as that connectivity. Like I'm used to, I'm a nice celebrity. I like want to hug and high five and on FaceTime with mama and grandmama and all of that. I miss all of that. So hopefully we'll be back on the road soon. But that partnership has been amazing. And I'm very proud to be in business with SEAGRAMS.
Is this making you, because now again you have the SEAGRAMS line and you have the Bailey Sailor. Is this making you want to get into your own distillery type situation at some point? Because that's like what I see next.
Yeah, you know what? I definitely at least want to do my own private label wine. I definitely need a high cheekbone wine or whatever. I can have a little wine bottle with cheekbones on the side of it, whatever it is. But I definitely have to do my own thing in the wine at some point, because every time someone walks into the cellar, they're like, oh, do you have a wine? We want to buy your wine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have one. I just have my Peach Bellini. So hopefully, putting it on out there, SEAGRAMS and I we're going to talk about getting the Cynthia Bailey wine done.
I'm sure to happen. Housewives All-Stars.
Yes.
Thing. What was that like? Because I remember last time we talked about it, you were like, I'm here for it, but I don't really know them.
Well,
so
we filmed it, child. We filmed it in Turks and Caicos, and I'm sure you already know who the cast was. It was amazing. Amazing. You guys are going to get your life. It's very different from the housewife shows. We are all breaking fourth walls and producers come in the scenes. You guys really get to feel like you're seeing stuff that you wouldn't normally get to see, and that's the best reality TV for me. As a reality star, I always live for when I'm watching other reality shows, and I'm like, I'm we ain't supposed to be. Are we supposed to be seeing this part? You know what I'm saying? So,
nice.
We do a lot of that now. It was interesting because I'm usually the peaceful one, and I did come in peace. But I will tell you, 50 Cent had to show up now.
every now and then, you just gotta put it aside.
50 Cent came through. So
let me check y'all real quick.
Hey, I don't know if I'm just getting. Maybe I'm just, as I get older, I have less patience. I don't know what's going on, but I did bump heads with a couple folks. I felt like, with some, I'm kind of leaving it right there. The dynamic of the friendship may have changed.
Yeah.
And with others, I felt like we kind of, were able to resolve it and move forward. But you definitely want to tune in. You'll definitely see, you'll see Cynthia. But you gonna see 50 Cent too.
Yeah. What do you want to? What would you like to put out there that you want to happen before this year ends? Like, what's a goal for you for this year that hasn't started yet?
A goal for me this year. My husband and I are working on a project that I can't really talk about, and we are both really excited about it. And it got pushed back because of COVID. Damn COVID messing up everything.
Damn COVID.
You know what I'm saying?
Messed up a whole year.
I mean, some good stuff came out of it, but I'm just saying it definitely pushed the situation back. And I am excited to start building with Mike. You know, he is my best friend. He is my husband. He's my partner. And I'm excited to start giving you guys an opportunity to see the things that we're working on together. Like, I'm doing a lot. You know, I was doing a lot before the man met me. So I'm tired of doing stuff by myself. I want to be with him. I want to create some things with him. He's so talented and smart and creative. And we have a lot of things that we're working on. So I'm excited to share those things. Hopefully, this one project in particular, which I'll come back and talk to you about when I can announce it, just like I did with the Mashup show. I'll be back and we'll talk about it some more. But hopefully we'll get it going by the end of the year. Okay.
Perfect. Well, congratulations again on the wedding and
8 months.
Show. And
8 months.
That's longer than some folks make it. So,
I know. Some people said we wouldn't last 3 months, but they've been saying that since I met him. At this point,
the haters.
So 4.5 years.
You gotta let them be there. That's the people you like to prove wrong.
But
Just send them cards every now and then.
I'm like, y'all gonna learn to stop hating on me because I turn all that. Look, you can't hate ain't gonna win over love and light now.
It ain't gonna win.
Okay, you better go back to your album. In the beginning, there was light child, not hate. Don't believe it right there. Anyway, I love you. Thank you so much. Let me know when you want me to come back. I'll be happy to come back.
I got you. We'll talk soon.
All right, take care.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.